Teremos Latin Jazz, Jazz, Rock, Soul, R&B. Mas eu não tenho tanto blues. Não tem música mesmo. Música, mas Brazilian Music. Então na escola tem Brazilian Music.
Nossa, ela é muito trabalhada, cara. Ela é muita coisa.
I don't think so. So I'm
99. 99.
Hey now.
Não, ela tá Oi, Cuca.
Passa aqui, querido.
Vamos buscar um X-Tudo, mas não tem delivery.
Não, eu que vou buscar, não falei pra você?
Ah, então vai.
Pode buscar. Não, você... Peraí.
Year after year, we've been consistently been able to demonstrate high student achievement based on the state tests and other measures.
And you know, there are a lot of schools that get the blue ribbon status and that never goes away. It's like being elected senator, you're always called senator. And they'll be holding on to that blue ribbon status that they earned 15 years ago, but from what I understand, you routinely have received blue ribbon status year after year.
We live and breathe our National Blue Ribbon School of Excellence. Our emblem means everything to us. All of our students wear it on their uniform. We talk about it all the time. Our motto is very simple, and every student can recite this to you. Be respectful, be responsible, get a good education. Do the very, very best you can in class. And I happen to think that this faculty is the finest in the city of Newark that I've ever had the pleasure of leading.
Can you tell us how many slots you have available for elementary next year for kindergarten, and what's going to happen when these parents get inside? So tell us how many slots are available and explain the process.
Okay, we were able to add an additional 2 kindergartens this year, so we have increased the number.
For a total of?
We have approximately about 80 to 85 spots. Once we fill those seats, then what the district protocol is that we form a waiting list, and from that waiting list, we give that to our central office of early childhood, as well as our regional office, and then placements are made through those 2 agencies for the children. So every child will be given a kindergarten slot.
So, but this is not for registration itself. This is what happens when they go inside today. Aren't they just making an appointment for registration?
When they go inside today, they will get a packet of information because there's much information that has to be filled out. And if you do it on the spot, it's very time consuming and very tedious. They get the packet and they get an appointment, and then they come back with their child. The paperwork's filled out, and then they see the nurse, and if everything is clear, then they're admitted.
But you're basically only handing out 85 packets or 80 packets. You get a packet, that's your ticket. If you don't get a packet, it's going to be illegal.
Well, you get a packet, and then if you don't get a packet, you get on a waiting list, and you will be contacted by the Office of Early Childhood or the region, and then you will be notified that way. However, things do happen over the summer. Sometimes parents move away. Sometimes for whatever reason, the admission doesn't hold up. So there are people that are sometimes called from the waiting list.
So you can tell us, I'm sorry. So even if you're number 20 in line today, is there a possibility that the information is not valid, or they don't have?
It's possible.
So they may not get a spot even if they stood in line on it. Or does that ever happen?
That really rarely happens. The people in the neighborhood, especially the parents that have had other children that have been registered here, they know the procedure, and they know that they need to have certain forms of identification.
On the flip side, as an educator, is it frustrating at all to know that there are going to be so many parents here who are not going to get the opportunity to have the kind of education that you offer?
Extremely frustrating. I think that's one of the most difficult tasks I have as a principal, is to tell a parent that we don't have room for them. That is extremely frustrating. I wish that we could have a new building sufficient size to admit everyone in without having lines and having this type of stress. Unfortunately, when the building was constructed, it was never constructed with 1,300 students in mind. And that's how many we have here. We have 1,304 students enrolled. This particular school houses grades 1 through 8, and we have an annex which takes care of the early childhood pre-K classes and kindergarten classes, and we also have 6 outside units where we have all of our 5th grades.
So for alternatives, is this the only kindergarten program in this area or just the best? And that's why we're seeing this today?
Oh no, and I wouldn't even say it is not the only kindergarten program, and it is one of the best. There are other high-performing schools in the area that run very good kindergarten programs as well.
You're being honest.
No, I'm being real. I work with my colleagues, and I know that they work as hard, and the neighborhood schools in the area have kindergarten programs that are high-performing schools as well.
With these lines?
I don't know what's there. I can't tell you.
Thanks, Ms.
I just know what my reality is.
I appreciate
Ms. Richardson, can you characterize this greater? Is this like longer than previous years or shorter?
I'm looking at it right now, and I would say it's about the average. Okay, we always extend toward the playground.
Okay.
Yes.
And the other thing is, does this happen for every grade? Pre-K, kindergarten, first,
No,
second?
it happens for kindergarten mainly, and sometimes we get about half the size for pre-K. And pre-K is already taken care of. Okay?
Spell your first and last name, just so we can